Hello everyone, I have just filmed so many videos. I pre-filmed some videos because I know I will be so busy when it comes to the month of July because I have my wedding to attend. I mean, it is my wedding, so I am obviously one of the important bits of it. Anyway, I'm starting this vlog so weird. Anyway, restart. I will be reading whatever I want to read for the next 2 weeks because I'm thinking I want to film this vlog for the next 2 weeks. I'll just be taking you guys along in what I'm going to be reading. I think the book that I'm currently in the middle of is over there. I'm not going to grab it. Or should I grab it? Okay, give me a sec. I'm currently reading Dolly All the Time by Annabelle Monaghan, one of my favorite contemporary romance author. And I have not read that much. I think I read like 5 pages, and I will be resuming this very soon. And also, the other book that I would love to read this month before the month ends is Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief, which is a start of, I think, a 5-book series? No, 6-book. Wait, is it 6-book? I think it is 6 books. I'm not sure. But I do want to start reading more like childhood classics in a way. So yeah. Again, do not quote me on this because I think the next 2 weeks gonna be slightly busy as well. Because, for example, this week I will be doing a half marathon, which is crazy. I never thought I could manage it, but we've been running so many times. Me and my friends, we are doing this, 4 of us. And we've been running every Friday, 16 kilometers every single Friday, which I feel like even the thought of doing that half a year ago probably was like, what are you even on about? But now the fact that it's reality, kind of scary. But also at the same time, I have a sore throat. So in the next, I think, exactly 7 days, I will be doing the half marathon. I'm going to take you guys along. I'm going to do this like TikTok video viral thing where it's like kilometer 1, kilometer 2, like filming yourself. We shall see. But how it goes. But I am excited to finish and do it and just be like absolutely ready for it. And the week after, my parents are coming from Indonesia because by the time 2 weeks rolls around or comes around, it will be a few days until my civil wedding. Guys, I know it is so crazy. I have been so busy with the wedding planning, and I don't know if I want to show you guys a lot of it because I don't know if that's the content that you're looking for from me. But yeah, I'll be trying my best to read lots during this 2 weeks. I doubt I will get a lot of reading. I do want to do a lot of journaling because as much as I am busy with planning the wedding, I do want to relax myself. And I have in front of me an amazing paint by number. And I can show you the motif. It's a very summery. So I'm super excited for this. I also don't know why it comes with colors. I think, wait, does it usually come with colors like this? I'm not sure. I threw away the packaging a long time ago. I don't remember. The thing is, I have so many of this paint by number. Because I have one that I started, I think in the fall. And I definitely did not... Oh yeah, look. It has no color. I don't know why the other one has colors. I'm not sure. And then I have one that is fall coated, which I will hope to do in fall. And then I have one, I think this one is like diamond painting. I think also it's kind of weird that it has color. Either way, I think this one is like Peter Rabbit inspired. Yeah, I'm not gonna take it out of the packaging because I'm not about to do that. And there's also a diamond painting that I have procrastinated doing since last year or beginning of this year, which is the cat one. I don't even know if I still have the diamonds. I have to look for it. I am also trying to do the Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal. Yeah, I do want to go book shopping, but I'm in a book buying ban because I do not need more books. As you guys see, I have so many books back there. But yeah, I don't know. I think I want to try and focus a lot of this week and the next 2 weeks just reading, doing hobbies, lots of walks, lots of runs. Just enjoy the moment before my wedding day. I will probably film a wedding day vlog. Am I gonna film that? I think I'm gonna film it just to look back on it. I'm gonna maybe post it, maybe not. You guys will see it if I will post it. But yeah, I'm super excited for that. Oh, another book that I will read. Actually, I will read this with my friend, and you will see this actually one day after the half marathon. I need to stop saying actually. But we'll be reading this book together. This is the book club book of the month, which is Diary Bound by Sable Sorensen. I saw Fury Bound everywhere, and obviously have to pick it up because I am a sheep. If anyone loves it, I probably will love it too. So I'm gonna jump into the bandwagon. And I'm reading this with my friend Farron and also with my fiance Patrick. And we will gather and read this. We try to read the entirety of this in one day, one sitting. We shall see if that works out. We're gonna film. Either way, I'm gonna do this with them. I'm super excited to read it. I think I want to have like a tab. I didn't know this is deckled edges. Anyway, guys, I am so distracted. So crazy over here. But either way, this is a long enough intro. I've been talking for 8 minutes. And I'm gonna let you guys go and just see what we're gonna do for the next 2 weeks. I think I'm gonna read Dolly all the time, which I already lost my Kindle again. It's here. I'm gonna read this. I don't know if I have a lot of energy to film for the rest of the night because I have been filming so many videos. Again, I'm starting to ramble again and I'm losing my voice. So anyway, yeah, welcome to the vlog. That's what I want to do, intro you to the vlog, and we shall see what we're up to for the next 2 weeks. And I hope you guys have fun in this journey with me for the next 2 weeks. Alrighty, I will catch you the next time I talk to you. I'll see you later. Okay, so this is me literally the next day. I did not film a single thing outside the intro for this video. I just have to sit here and talk you guys through the book that I just finished. Honestly, finding a 6-star read, not back to back, but almost back to back, is insane feeling. And I feel like my love for reading has been rekindled. Oh my gosh. But pretty much I read Our Perfect Storm the other day. It was a 6-star read, and I wanted another like summer romance kind of book, like a rom-com contemporary romance kind of feeling. That's why I picked up Dolly all the time. And I started reading this book yesterday. I mean, technically I read 10 pages 2 days before, but did not really get into it. I think I reread the first 10 pages because I kind of forgot what it was about. This book is not that short. I managed to read the whole entirety of this book in one sitting, and I have not done that since forever, and it felt amazing to be able to do that again. I think someone's doing construction work over there, so ignore that. But it's a 6-star read, guys. It's so good. I think the thing is, I do not read a lot of like older romance, rom-com, summer romance, whatever it is you want to call, because I think both of our main characters, they're in their 40s, and it is a little bit of a billionaire romance kind of thing, which I find it so interesting to see how Annabelle Monaghan writes it. But we're pretty much following Dolly, who is the firstborn of the Brick family. Her name is Dolly Brick, which I found so cute. But anyway, Dolly, she is the oldest sibling, and her mom left her whenever she was 12. So since she was 12, she has been the mom of the family, so to say, because the dad fell apart and completely just shuts down. Not that he shuts down outwardly, he still acts normal, but he does not really do things that dads should do normally, so to say. And then her sister Patsy completely broke down on her because, like, oh my gosh, mom never will come home. So she picked up the pieces for everyone. She has also a brother that is special. He is like, I think 8 years old. He got into an accident, and then he got a brain injury, and now he has like first grade or second grade schizophrenia, I think, if I'm not wrong. And she has a son who is Gus, and he's 13 years old. She was living in Boston, but then her family house in a town called Whitfield, I think. A town or a city, I'm not sure. I think it's a town. Her family house was caught on fire. She went back home. She, being the whole like support system of the family, she fixed the fire damage. She takes care of all the things that she needs to take care about, and on top of that, her son is kind of struggling in Boston, so she's dealing with a lot of things. She's juggling with a lot of things. And one day, one last straw, pretty much, on top of all her problems, is that because of the fire, they found out that the roof will probably break down on them like very soon, because it has really bad mold. And to take care / repair the roof, she needs $50,000. And she has this meet cute with a guy called Stuart Whitfield. If you know, like I said, we're in the town of Whitfield, so he's a very famous, well-known figure, I guess, in this town / in the world as well, in the like financial real estate world, I think, business. And they had a meet cute, she being like a support system and a girl who can do everything. She met him in the middle of the street and saw that his tire is flat, and he was asking whether he can borrow her phone to call someone else, whatever. And she's like, you know what, I'll just fix the tire for you. I'll change your tires for you. And he was dealing through a, what is it called? Like his fiance cheated on her. Her fiance cheated on him. So he's also in the big situation where he needs to win this battle against his cousin, who will become the CEO of Whitfield Company, I guess, like the CEO of the whole legacy, I guess, so to say. And I'm not going to say more, because that's pretty much the premise of the book. Pretty much that's their meet cute. And in order to salvage his reputation from this like cheating scandal, he said he should fake date her. The thing is, what I really liked in general, like this, I think this is a micro trope, but I like single parent in general, because I love like how capable people are, and I love to read what they make in order to like make their life more meaningful, because obviously not having both parents are like quite hard, and seeing what single parents usually do always intrigues me and always make for a more emotional and more believable kind of story, I guess, in a like contemporary romance. So I really, really like the aspect of single parent. And in this book, obviously, Dolly is a single parent, and Stuart, he doesn't have a kid. But what I find super, super interesting in this book is that they are both almost in their 40s. I think, if I'm not wrong, Stuart is 1 year older, and Stuart is 40 and she is 39. And I really, really enjoy like all the small acts of service things that he does. The main thing about Dolly is that she never felt like she has a backup. She is the backup. She is a support system. She is the one who needs to take care of everything. And obviously with Stuart, he backs her up and he supports her. Although I know that the third act breakup thing is really not like likable, or like not a lot of people enjoy reading about the third act breakup, but I think honestly in Dolly All the Time it is slightly needed. Although the timing feels so long, and it seems like she accepts him back too soon, maybe there's no such thing as too soon, because honestly, reading from Dolly's point of view, I probably would have taken him back ASAP as well. Anyway, that is my verdict on Dolly All the Time. Right now, I have nothing that I want to read. I feel like I want to try and continue reading Warbreaker. I'm in the middle of Warbreaker slash I'm 50 pages in. I really want to continue slash restart. But I don't know. I'm not sure whether I'm in the mood for high fantasy because so far this month I read 2 epic contemporary romances, and I feel like I want to read more contemporary romances to look for more 6-star reads. You know what? I really don't know what I want to pick up. I think either I'm gonna pick up Warbreaker or The Lightning Thief. We'll see. You'll see what I'm gonna be up to. I probably need to like move my body or some sort because I am feeling very tired and very dead. And I'm looking at my bookshelves and I feel like I really want to organize this bookshelf. Although I just organized it in the last vlog, I feel like I don't like how some of the section, how they are looking like, but I don't know how to organize them better. I think I'm not going to do that right now. I think I'm just going to continue reading something because I am so in the mood to read something else. Anyway, that is the little mini update slash long update to Dolly All the Time. I just love this book. Oh my gosh. If you guys have not read anything by Annabelle Monaghan, I think you're completely missing out. I think it's such a short and sweet book that hits you right at your feelings, and also it's a closed door romance. It's closed door. So, yeah. Anyway, enough chit-chatting. I'm going to talk to you guys later with probably a decent update on some of the books I'll be reading. But other than that, enjoy whatever it is that I'm going to be up to in the next few days. I want to say might be a week later since the last time I updated you about It's Dolly All the Time. I still think about that book. Honestly, amazing book. I just want to read more of Annabelle Monaghan's work, but I don't have any more, so I just have to live with it. I was planning on reading One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune because Our Perfect Storm was amazing and I really want to read more. But I realized that we are over halfway of June and I still have not started my book club book of the month, which is Direbound. Although this weekend, since I'm reading it with Patrick and my friend Farron, I was thinking this weekend we might sit down and read a bit of that. And I asked Farron how far she is with her reading. She said she's on chapter 7, so I have to catch up. So that will be what I'll be doing today, I think. It is only 67 pages, so I definitely will manage to do that. But I do have a significant update on Percy Jackson, The Olympians, The Lightning Thief. I have not read, I don't know if I've read it or not. I've definitely seen it, but I don't remember anything about it, okay? So technically I'm going into this kind of blind. Yeah, I really thought that after rereading a few pages, I was like, oh, I remember all this. I don't. So, yeah, we are pretty much following Percy Jackson, who's just. It seems like he's a rebel, he doesn't fit in, he keeps getting kicked out of school. And we found out, like, not that far into the book, that he is a half god. I think it's called a half god or a demigod. Half god or demigod?
Demigod.
He's a demigod. In school, he has a friend called Grover. And this whole time, Percy was thinking like, oh, he's such a poor kid. I just befriend him because I like pity him in a way. But apparently, Grover is a satyr, which is meant to protect Percy because of a series of things that are happening to him. He ended up in this camp full of demigods. He's being assigned to this room, which is like I think number 11 or something, which is a room of demigods with unknown parent, so to say. So with half god, it is self-explanatory. Like one is a god of something, and the other one is like human. And there's these three gods in this world that are not meant to crossbreed in a way. And is that wrong? No.
Crossbreed.
Is it wrong?
They're not supposed to have children, period.
Yeah,
They're not supposed to have children, not crossbreed.
Okay. Patrick, over here. Wait, Patrick, come over here. Come over here. He is a huge Percy Jackson fan. Since wait. So, since I have tried to make him appear in my vlogs more, he shall explain what is happening so far. Without spoiling anything, please, sir.
And what's the latest that you know? Percy and Grover have arrived at camp. This camp is special because it is for the demigods, and each of the gods within the Greek pantheon have a cabin. Now, not all of the camp goers have a god that claimed them, just that they know that they are demigods. Now, there's a specific cabin meant for this unclaimed children. That is the Hermes cabin. That is the one that's also the fullest. But we then continue and we find out that there's three gods that are not supposed to have children.
As I mentioned, crossbreed. Okay, crossbreed is wrong, okay? This guy was like snickering behind me because he did not agree with the word. Although, crossbreed is correct. They're gods and they're human.
I say technically it's correct. It's just a terrible word to choose.
You may continue.
Then, what we find out is that the three gods that cannot have children are Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with the lightning bolt that got stolen from Zeus, which is kind of the whole point of the book, that's why it's called the lightning thief. I don't know.
I have shown it.
Oh, here at the bottom, it's a lightning thief. So, lightning thief has to be found, and it is now Percy's job to go and find them.
In 2 weeks. Or in a week, 10 days or something
they
like that. Until the summer solstice.
10 days.
Yeah.
Like as it says on the back.
Yeah, so we are pretty much going through, honestly, a crazy string of events, no?
Yeah.
You don't think, it's like I think 2 pages into the 10 wait, not 2 pages, I am 2 days into the 10 days that he's supposed to finish this quest. And I feel like, I don't know how the other 8's gonna go. If the first 2 he already like plunge into death and like do all these sorts of things. I'm not gonna say more because it's quite interesting to read it for yourself, I think, no?
Yes, it is.
And although I have read this and I said I did not remember a single thing, this guy, when did you read it? Yeah, that's how you know.
I think whenever it came out.
Which is 2005. No way. You read it in 2005?
Yeah, okay. No. I think around 2010 maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe like when one of the books came out, you started reading the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2010 roughly.
So you think I have a lot to look forward to?
Lots to look forward to.
And you think out of all the books, are Or is the first book your favorite book?
Oh, there's a book 6. I didn't know about that one. The Chalice of the Gods. I only knew until The Last Olympian. I think the first book is the best for setup. That is how the world works, and having someone that doesn't know anything also have everything explained to them
Yeah.
in a natural way.
But it's also like you not knowing and you're figuring things out with the character.
Along with the character, yeah.
That's really good.
But it's also not in like a way that it's like,
info dumpy.
you are now stupid. Here is all the information you need to know. This is what you're supposed to know.
Yeah.
This is what you're like. It's not like that. It's like, oh, this makes sense because of these reasons. It's like, oh, you don't know this because, well, you don't have experience with this.
Yeah.
But if you do know Greek mythology, which is kind of what it's based on, then you would know a bit of more context.
The one thing I have to say, though, with this book is that Percy is such a brat. I mean, like, he's 13. I understand, right? And you like your whole world is upside down, like turned upside down. But it's so hard to like sympathize with Percy because Percy is such. I cannot sympathize with him because he's so mean, and he's just like, he does not control what comes out of his mouth.
Nope.
Which is, I don't know, kind of.
Which should have gotten him killed like 10 times over.
Yes. On like whenever he arrived at camp and then he was talking to Karen, was it?
Karen.
Guys, I mean, yeah, anyway, it was really fun. I'm gonna continue reading this, but since Sunday is approaching, which is how many days? 3 days. We need to be 67 pages into this, including Patrick. We'll read Dire Bound, which is probably a very different genre. In comparison to this. I think this
children's mythology fiction.
And this is, I think, adult romantasy. So it's still fantasy, just probably more spicy. Content warning. This book contains content let me content warning. This book contains
mature and explicit.
This guy is Percy.
Bye.
Yeah. Anyway, those are the plans for the next few days. I'm gonna probably see you Sunday. But then also, as you guys just saw, I did not do a lot. I did exactly one thing. I finally started my Paint My Number. I'm super excited for that. Wait, I can show you the mini picture. It is quite cute. Oh wait, it's upside down. It's very summery. I'm not gonna finish it in this vlog, but I do want to finish it very soon. And I will probably see you later. See you later. I don't even know how to start this update because since the last time I talked to you, I have officially done my half marathon. Was it absolutely difficult? Yes, because we were also doing it in 35-degree heat and the incline was crazy. I didn't think, like, honestly, I think endurance wise when it comes to running, my muscles there. It's just that with crazy condition, because right now we are having a crazy heat wave. I have fans on everywhere because I can show you what's going on with my bookshelf even. I have a fan, can you see it, attached over there. I don't think I have a huge update that I can give you. I think I want to extend this vlog to one more day. I'm just here to give you a short update that I did the run and I was struggling, and apparently I have now what you call a runner's toe issue kind of vibe kind of thing, where your toenails are bruised from repetitive banging, I guess, against the like my shoes, the front of my shoes or the sides of my shoes. So yeah, that was fun. And now it's kind of hard to walk, and I have insane muscle soreness. But am I glad that I did it? Yes, probably did not have to torture myself so hard, especially with the 35-degree weather. I think the elevation did kill me a little bit, but the weather definitely killed me more, because there is a station, like water station, every 1.5. I know this is, you guys don't need this like detailed information about my half marathon, but every 1.5 kilometers there's supposed to be water stations, and there were, and I always took like 2 cups of water, one chug it, one splash it on myself, because if not, I probably would have fainted because of the heat stroke. And apparently in the next few days it is meant to be 40, and that is crazy. I think Germany in general is not equipped for heat waves. They don't have AC anywhere. I think nowadays it's slightly better, but it's not that much better. But yeah, the last time I talked to you, I think I was talking about Percy Jackson. I have not continued. That is my goal. I'm gonna try and finish it either tonight or tomorrow, and then give you final update on this vlog, because I think this vlog is long enough. I think I started this vlog like last week. Me and my friend Farron and Patrick, we started Direbound, and it was so far really interesting. It is starting like every other adult romantasy, not even adult, I think just romantasy, where there is like, oh, I'm different from other people and nobody can do what I do, and I'm different, and then and something happened to me accidentally that is so out of the ordinary, you know, like typical romantasy start. Was it interesting? I think it was interesting enough that I want to continue, but if I were to put it down and never pick it back up, I wouldn't be curious in a way. So yeah, I mean, I can explain to you a little bit what it's about. We are following our main character, Marin Cooper. She has always, I think, like have this negative feelings towards a group of character, or like a group of either, I think it's the government called the Bonded, or like a group of people that are bonded to dire wolves. Honestly, the heat wave is frying my brain, but yeah, she has always hated it. So I'm not sure, because I'm not that far into it. I think I'm like page 121, so I'm like a fifth into the book. But pretty much our main character Marin she lives in poverty, and she has a sister. Her name is Sayla, and I think we don't know who kidnapped her, but she got kidnapped, like the sister, and we don't know by who. I think she just called the people the nabbers. We don't know where they're coming from, what they are, and whatever. So she decided to save, I think oh yeah, here it says, and when her little sister Sayla is kidnapped, stolen across the border by the immortal monsters her country has spent centuries fighting, Marin's world falls apart. Okay, so pretty much Sayla got kidnapped, and then she enlisted herself into the military to go to the front to have like a bigger chance to find Sayla, because her sitting in her house doing her day-to-day life does not bring her closer to finding Sayla. So that is the step that she took. And apparently at the same time there's also a thing called a like bonding trials, where you went through this absolutely horrendous trial to bond with a dire wolf. So pretty much, okay, after surviving this bonding trial, there you're supposed to, like, if you're chosen by the dire wolves, you will be bonded to them. And obviously our main character is bonded to a dire wolf. I don't think that's necessarily a spoiler, because it is in the blurb, so I just leave it in. But I think now she has to go through a grueling, I think, few months of training, and it's either life or death, because everyone here is super competitive. And honestly, so far it's just been okay. It's not been crazy, it's not been wowing me, but it could be like a good fun read. So I'm excited to continue, but I think I won't continue with this book for the next few days, because I do want to read Percy Jackson. I just finished setting up my traveling sisterhood. No, wait, what is it called? The Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal. I do not have last footage of how it looks like, so I cannot flip it through, but I'm just gonna insert a, a decent amount of clip now of me setting up the whole journal. And now my journal is not with me anymore. I have sent it to my friend, and now I've received my friend's journal. I'm so excited to do this. This is Farron's journal, and I'm also reading Diary Bound with Farron. So it's super fun. We're doing a lot of hobby things together, which is very, very fun. But yeah, that is enough update from me tonight. I will probably talk to you tomorrow with a final update, and hopefully my brain will work better, because right now I don't even think it's hot anymore, guys. But after the whole day spending time outside in the sun kind of fried my brain. It's 25, so it's not that hot. But today I think it reached like 36 at one point, and tomorrow's supposed to be 34, and then after that it's gonna be 37, and then 40. Yeah, we shall see how we're gonna survive the heat wave. Maybe it's time to get an AC, but anyway, yeah, that is my little update. Alright, then I will talk to you tomorrow. I am here to finally give us the final update of this vlog. I know the last time I talked to you, I said I was gonna finish Percy Jackson, and I did. And we can talk about that a little bit. But in the meantime, I have been craving some summer romance, like summer contemporary romance vibe, and I finished a book. I know the last time I talked to you, I said I was gonna finish and round up the vlog the next day. This is 2 days later, and I managed to finish a book. And we can start with Percy, I think, because I don't know if I have more thoughts when it comes to Percy Jackson. He is still a brat. He's still very teenager-esque, like puberty kind of personality. And it is interesting to see the adventures that he went through and how crazy the ending was, because I definitely did not expect who the lightning thief was. Yeah, I don't know what else I can tell you without really spoiling the end, other than I really enjoyed it, and I definitely want to continue to the second book, which I think it's called The Sea of Monsters. And so far, I also really like how essentially it's very current day, but also mixed with like fantastical elements and like Greek mythology, so on and so forth. And I really find that super interesting. So, yeah, that is what I think of Percy Jackson, like the first book. And then moving on to Carly Fortune's One Golden Summer. I've read so far 2 books from her, and both books are 5 stars. I am so utterly obsessed with like the progression of the plot, the story, how it unfolds, and also the main characters. They are very, I like that they're older. I like that they're not like 15, 16. I really do enjoy reading them. I also give this a 5 star. I can talk to you guys a little bit what it's about. It's about our main character, Alice, who is burning out from her current day-to-day life, her work, her everything, and she's a very caretaker. She loves to take care of her family and just like people in general, and she's a very people pleaser. And then one day her grandma broke her hip. The grandma is kind of declining mental health wise, so she was like, okay, you know what, let's go to the cottage that we used to go to back in the day to just like, I don't know, reconnect her to herself so that she's not as down as she currently is. So they went to the cottage, and Alice has been trying to figure out like what to do and how to just like navigate this in a way break. And then during this break, she met a guy called Charlie who lives right next door and who is currently in a sabbatical. He's also from Toronto. And yeah, they kind of hit it off. First of all, I love that they are first friends and they're like pretty much best friends until at the end, Alice was like, enough. I want to do this. But I know the third act breakup is kind of like out of nowhere and like kind of, you know, it's gonna be like this, but the reasoning behind it was kind of like really out of context, really weird. Not weird, just really, I just didn't think that it would be like that. But I still really enjoyed the story overall, and I love the romance. I love how the main characters has depths, and I love that it's very, very what? Very just mature in general. I think I'm just reading too many YA contemporary romances, and now when I'm reading older ones, I feel like, oh my gosh, this makes more sense and this feels more like mature in a way because they are more mature in a sense. Either way, yeah, that is One Golden Summer. I really am loving her writing style, and I have read 2 books, and both books have been 5 star reads, and those 2 are like her latest releases. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna like her earlier ones, but I'm gonna read, I think for next month, Every Summer After, which I'm super excited for that because apparently One Golden Summer is the second book in like an interconnected series. I think the brother of Charlie, Sam, and his wife is in the first book, or it's like their love story. So it'll be interesting to read about them. Another book that I did not manage to finish in this vlog, although I definitely have to finish this in June, so I'm just gonna make like a different vlog. I'm still trying to do this with Patrick and Farron, but life is busy, so we have not been continuing, but we are currently on page 121. I will continue reading this slowly over the weekend, enjoying it so far. And other books that I read in this vlog, honestly, kind of not sure what I read. I know I read Dolly All the Time, which was amazing. I need more books from Annabelle Monaghan. I'm tempted to reread her other books, but we shall see. Right now as well, we are currently experiencing a heat wave, so it's so warm in here, and I feel like I don't want to just sit still and read. I just want to like move around or just swim or something. It's just so warm. But yeah, I feel like I did not read anything else in this vlog. I ran a full half marathon, survived it, although barely. It was quite tough. It was tougher than expected because the weather was 35 degrees. Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably I missed something, but with this heat, I honestly cannot think. So I'm just gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for coming along this vlog. I Hope you enjoyed it. It is definitely a very relaxing one. It's definitely also journal heavy. And I need to stop saying definitely, but I showed you the sisterhood of the traveling journal. I needed to insert like some pictures from my friend Evelyn because I forgot to take footage of the finish spread that I did because I want to commemorate it. And now I have Farron's journal that I will be slowly but surely filling out. And probably will be showing you as well what I'm doing with that. I'm still thinking of what I want to do. Thank you again for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay cool because it is very warm everywhere, I think, in the world I checked. Not everywhere in the world, but majority of the world we are having like some kind of heat wave. So stay cool, stay hydrated, and I will catch you in my next one. Goodbye.